Everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. And today we are continuing to see about the Pyramid of Giza, derived from the Isaiah 19th chapter 19th verse as God's altar and symbol of his promise of his will is going to be done. We see it is recorded in this one tower, we should say, as a symbol of God's promise of what is to be done. So thanking the Lord through our Savior Jesus Christ, let us continue with this week's video. So, the Pyramid of Giza is one of the ancient recounted 7 wonders of the world. As many people might know about the 7 wonders of the world that is recorded throughout history that we might know, one of the 7 wonders is the Pyramid of Giza, and it is still standing out till now, we see. It is situated in Egypt and not as far from the present city of Cairo, we see. No other building in the world equals its size as well as some of the facts of this great building. We see one of the leading granite men of this country, we see, who made a personal inspection here to the pyramid. This is a shocking fact even myself was quite interested by. When one of the leading granite members of the country, this Egypt basically, went to inspect the Great Pyramid, he said there are blocks of stone in the pyramid which weigh 3 or 4 times as much as one of the great pillars in the modern world. So that sounds quite mind-blowing if we have to see, because we know how big in these days the modern pillars are at in the size length, weight length, and even in the width length. They are huge stone pillars. So based on those facts, we can understand the stones we see on the Great Pyramid, the blocks of stones, estimated to be around 880 tons, we see. So there are stones in it 30 feet in length, we see, which fit so closely together that you can run a penknife over the surface without discovering breaks between them. That's how secure the Pyramid of Giza has been built. To this day, it stands strong like this, we see. We see the length of 30 feet the stones are, and a penknife could be run through the rocks without discovering any breakage. That's how strongly built each rocks were put together, we see. We also have to see they are not laid with any machinery either. That is the even more astonishing fact, because the Pyramid of Giza was built many years ago. Many years ago, I should say. There is now no machinery so perfect that it will make 2 surfaces, we have to understand, 30 feet in length, which will meet together as these wonderful stones in the Great Pyramid meet. So just saying how much of a miraculous wonder the Pyramid of Giza truly is, because even with today's updated technology, this is not possible, yet it was done such a long time ago, we see. As well as this, it covers an area of about 13 acres, we see. It is 486 feet high, 764 feet broad, and it's at its base, we have to understand. And it is estimated that the Great Pyramid weighs, if you hear about this, 6 million tons overall. So that is absolutely astonishing how much this pyramid weighs to this day without any breakage, we have to see. Now, when they estimate how much work and money involves to remove it, then they calculated that it would actually require 6,000 steam engines, we see, each drawing 1,000 tons to clear that monument, we see. And moreover, we see, so we can see here how much work was required to build the Pyramid of Giza in the first place, and how much, even in these days, 6,000 steam engines are required to get rid of all of the tons and thousands of stone, we see. We have to understand, in fact, that the wealth of Egypt was not sufficient enough, we have to see, to pay laborers to demolish the Pyramid of Giza itself. So we have to see how much, we see, this Pyramid of Giza is truly worth that. To even in this day, the laborers did not have enough sufficient money. The wealth of Egypt did not have enough money to pay the laborers to demolish this tower, demolish this great wonder, I should say. So the purpose of the Pyramid of Giza we have talked about before. The purpose of the Pyramid of Giza is unique when compared with other pyramids in Egypt, which have all been built as tombs to keep the dead people, but this has been made for God's testimony to the world and the God's children. We see diligently that we have to see seeking the truth and promise inside and outside in it, we have to understand. So this pyramid is providing God's testimony to God's children all over the world, inside and outside it as well, we have to understand. But not only the geography it situates relates with Isaiah 19th chapter 19th verse though, however. Also the external building is very outstanding. Even now in the modern world, the exposure of the knowledge and advanced in the current world, also we can see about the internal construction of it is also glorifying God as well, which we'll go more into detail about in next week's video. So I hope you understood and enjoyed today's video as more of a fact file about how great the Pyramid of Giza truly is and how many years ago this great altar was built as a symbol of God's promise which is to be done. So I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!